Now, when it comes to programming for the average client, it's going to be really simple. And again, you're probably going to be angry at me how dumb this is. But 3 sets, 8 to 12 works perfectly for so many people for a lot of different reasons. First of all, I like the range of 8 to 12 because that gives people a little bit of mental breathing room when it comes to pushing themselves, right? You know, like there's some days, I'm sure you experience it yourself, but some days you feel like shit and you're going to the gym and you're kind of just going through the motions. And then there's other days you go to the gym and you crush things and you're lifting, you're setting PRs and you're just having a great workout. It's kind of the same idea here with a range. You want to give people a range so they can take advantage of those days where they feel great while also being able to kind of relax a little bit on those days that they don't feel so great. So you're helping encourage them to turn this into a lifestyle, into a consistent habit rather than something that they're motivated to do only on those days that they feel good. Just a quick aside about why 8 to 12 is so good. I mean, it's a really good rep range, number one, because it's relatively lighter, so it's relatively safer. Because a lot of times you're experiencing people who are detrained or they haven't trained in a really long time. So the weights are going to be light enough that they're really not going to run into any issues. You know, they're not going to, even if they go a little too heavy, it's not really going to cause too many problems, too much pain or anything like that. It's also a really good rep range because it is relatively higher, 8 to 12, relatively higher. So they're also going to get a good conditioning effect from that as well. So they're going to build some strength, they're going to build some muscle mass, they're going to get their heart rate up, they're going to burn some fat all at the same time. So this is why 8 to 12 is such a really good range to use for the newer clients. Even like people who are former athletes and are coming back to train, it's still a really good way to kind of segue them into more advanced progression schemes from there. Now, how to progress that average client, really, I would just keep it 3 to 8 to 12 for probably at least 2 weeks, maybe even up to 3 weeks, because they're just learning how to move. Their body's learning how to do these exercises. So they're going to jump up in weight pretty quickly, and their reps are going to shoot up pretty quickly. So you don't really necessarily need to change much here. You just need to encourage them to learn the exercises and just encourage them to stay consistent, and they're going to go up pretty quickly. Now, one thing that I like to do with maybe brand new clients, but especially clients who've been with me for a few weeks, is that final week of training, I'm usually going to push it a little bit. And as they get more advanced, I might push it even sooner. So someone who's an average client, let's just say 3 times 8 to 12 here for dumbbell bench press for the first 2 weeks. Well, let's say for the first 3 weeks. Well, that's 8 to 14. So 8 to 12. And in that last week, I might do 4 sets. Or I might do something like 3 to 4 sets there, just to kind of push it. So again, if they've been do a little bit, or you think you can push them a little bit earlier, you can do 3 to 4 here, 3 to 4 here, and then just make this 4 of 8 to 12. Because then you're really starting to push them a little bit more, and they can start kind of pushing themselves a little bit more, and they understand what that kind of starts feeling like. Another thing to kind of take note too is like this is all, like you don't have to do all these 4 sets at 8 to 12. You can do like planks, you can just keep that at 3 sets on that, 3 sets on that final week, for instance. But this is just a really simple, basic structure. It's really going to help your clients progress pretty steadily, pretty quickly, and it's going to just help you stay consistent. So you're getting and producing clients and you're getting better results for them. So you start getting more clients, and they start getting better results too.